Hello, and welcome to English Conversation Pods. I'm Maya.
And I'm Jeffrey. We are so happy you are here with us today.
This podcast is made for people who are learning English. We speak slowly and clearly and use simple, everyday language. So relax, listen, and enjoy.
That's right. And today's topic is really fun. We are going to talk about small lies. You know, the little things we say every day that are not completely true.
Yes, these are sometimes called white lies. A white lie is a small, harmless lie. We usually say them to be polite, to avoid problems, or just to make life a little easier.
And honestly, almost everyone does it. I definitely do it. I think Maya does it too.
Oh, I absolutely do. I am not going to lie about that. Ha! Okay, let's get started. Jeffrey, let's talk about the first one. This one is very, very common. I'm almost there.
Oh no, yes, this one. Okay, so I'm almost there means you are telling someone that you will arrive very soon. But the truth, you have not even left your house yet.
Right.
Like your friend is waiting for you at a restaurant. They call you and ask, "Hey, where are you?" And you say, "I'm almost there." But you are still at home, looking for your keys.
Ha! Yes, that is so real. I have done this so many times. You say it because you don't want to make the other person more upset. You think, okay, I will be there soon, so it is not a big lie.
Exactly. You are trying to calm them down. You are also maybe a little embarrassed that you are late. So you say what you think they want to hear.
And a similar one is I'm on my way, which is basically the same thing. You are not on your way. You are still sitting on your couch.
Ha, yes. I'm on my way is the earlier version of I'm almost there. First you say I'm on my way, and then 15 minutes later you say I'm almost there, and you just left the house.
That is too funny. Okay, let's move to the next one. This one is very short but very powerful. Just 2 words. I'm fine.
I'm fine. 2 words that can mean so many different things.
Right. So I'm fine means everything is okay. But many times when someone says I'm fine, they are not fine. They're tired or stressed or a little sad, but they don't want to talk about it.
Yes. And I think we say it because we don't want to bother the other person. Like if someone asks, "How are you in the morning at work?" you don't want to say, "Well, actually, I didn't sleep well, and I'm stressed about this project and my coffee was cold this morning."
No. You just say, I'm fine, thanks, and you keep walking.
Exactly. It's polite. It keeps things simple. And sometimes it's just easier.
I think a lot of our listeners might know this one very well, because sometimes in English, when someone asks, how are you? It's not really a question. It's more like agreeing. So, I'm fine is just the normal answer. It's expected.
That is a really good point, Maya. How are you? And I'm fine are almost like one phrase together. It's just social language. Okay, next one. And this one, I'm 100% guilty of this one.
Oh, really? Which one?
I'll be ready in 5 minutes. This is a lie I tell very often. My wife can confirm this.
Yes. I'll be ready in 5 minutes almost never means 5 minutes.
No. It means maybe 15 minutes or 20. It's like 5 minutes is a magic number. It sounds fast. It makes the other person feel better. But really, you are still getting dressed or looking for your bag.
I think this one is funny because both people usually know it's not really 5 minutes, but they both just accept it. It's like an agreement. Nobody says anything.
Yes, exactly. It's a shared little lie. And it keeps the peace in the house. Ha! Okay, next one. This one is about technology. I read the email.
Oh, this one is so real. So, I read the email means you looked at the email someone sent you, but did you really read it? All of it? With attention?
Probably not. Most of the time you just looked at the subject line, or maybe the first sentence. And then you thought, okay, I'll read the rest later. But later never comes.
Right. And then someone asks you, did you see my email? And you say, yes, I read it. But inside, you are thinking, what did that email say again?
Ha! Yes! And then they ask a question about it, and you have to say, can you remind me of the details? Which is just a polite way of saying, I definitely did not read that email.
We say it because we want to seem responsible. Like, yes, I am on top of things, I read my emails, but the truth is, we all have too many emails and not enough time.
So true. Okay, let's keep going with another one. This next one is a classic. I was just about to call you.
Oh, yes! So this happens when someone calls you and you haven't called them back in a while. Maybe you missed their call 2 days ago, maybe you forgot to call them, and then they call you again and you answer and say, "Oh, I was just about to call you."
Right. But were you? Probably not. You were watching TV or making dinner. You were not thinking about calling them at all.
Mm-hmm. But you say it because you feel a little guilty. You don't want the other person to feel ignored, so you make it sound like you were already thinking of them.
It's actually a kind lie in a way. You are protecting the other person's feelings. You are saying, you are important to me. I was thinking about you. Even if it's not exactly true.
That's a nice way of looking at it. Okay, I have another one I want to add. I already ate.
Oh, I already ate. Okay, when is this a lie?
So imagine a family member cooked food, but it doesn't look great. Instead of hurting their feelings, you just say, "Oh, it's okay, I already ate."
Ah, yes, that is very polite. You are saving the other person from feeling bad. It's a kind lie.
Yes, and it's much nicer than saying, "That food looks terrible," or "I'm not hungry enough to eat that." You just say, "I already ate," and everyone is happy.
Ha! Okay, I want to do one more. And this one I think is very funny. It's something people say after they taste food or receive a gift. It's delicious, or I love it, even when they don't really mean it.
Oh, yes, this is so common. Someone gives you food they cooked, or they give you a gift, and you smile and say, "Oh, I love it, it's amazing." But inside, maybe you're thinking, this is a little strange.
Right, exactly. And I think this is one of the most understandable small lies, because you are not saying it to protect yourself. You are saying it to protect the other person. They worked hard. They thought about you. You want to make them feel good.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes the kind response is more important than the honest one. If your grandmother made a cake for you and it's a little too sweet, you are not going to say, "Grandma, this is too sweet." No, you are going to say, "Grandma, this is wonderful. Thank you so much."
Absolutely. 100%. That is the right thing to do. And that is the beauty of white lies. They come from a kind place. They help us get along with each other. They make social life smoother and warmer.
I love that description. And to our listeners, if you heard yourself in any of these lies today, that's completely normal. These small lies are just part of everyday human life.
That's right. In English and in every language, people say small things that are not 100% true. It's part of how we communicate. It's not about being dishonest. It's about being kind or polite or just human.
Exactly. And as an English learner, knowing these small everyday expressions is really important because when you hear someone say, "I'm almost there," or "I was just about to call you," now you know exactly what they mean and what they probably really mean.
Ha! Yes, real English is full of these little moments. And that's why we love talking about them here on English Conversation Pods.
All right, let's do a quick review before we say goodbye. Today, we talked about 6 small common lies. Ready? Number 1, "I'm almost there." Number 2, "I'm on my way." Number 3, "I'm fine." Number 4, "I'll be ready in 5 minutes."
Number 5, I read the email. Number 6, I was just about to call you. And bonus ones, I already ate, and I love it. It's delicious.
Perfect. All of these are very natural, very common in everyday English. Try to notice when people say them in movies, in TV shows, or in your daily life. You will hear them all the time now.
Yes, that's great practice. Once you know an expression, try to listen for it. You will be surprised how often you hear it.
All right, thank you so much for listening today. We really hope you enjoyed this conversation and learned something useful.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe or follow English Conversation Pods so you never miss a new episode. It really means the world to us.
You are doing a great job learning English. Keep going. Every day you listen, every day you practice, you get better. We believe in you.
We'll see you in the next episode very soon. Until then, stay curious and keep practicing your English. I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Maya. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next time.